Hi friends, I welcome you all at Crack Grade B. In this video, we are going to discuss some concepts, some terms related to the seeds technology. And particularly in this video, we will see what is the meaning of the dormancy, genetic purity, viability test, and isolation distance. Friends, we have prepared this lecture according to the syllabus given by the NABARD. So let's start with isolation distance. What is the meaning of the isolation distance? The crop raised for seed production should be separated from other field of the same crop species by a minimum distance which varies from one crop to another. What is the meaning of it? For example, you are preparing seeds for wheat, and these are the fields. Here you are preparing feed, here you are preparing wheat. What you are preparing? Seeds for this particular wheat crop. So there should be a distance between these two same crop for maintaining some properties. So what should be the distance? Distance is known as the isolation, minimum isolation distance. Why we require this isolation distance between two same crops? For preventing self-pollination, for preventing cross-pollination. What is the effect of the pollination? It will change its genetic property. So what you are preventing? You are preventing genetic property of the same crop by maintaining a minimum distance between the field of the same crop. In case of self-pollination, there are two types of crops. The crops which have the property of self-pollination, the crops which have the property of cross-pollination. So in case of the crop, you are growing the crop of self-pollination type. So what you are avoiding? You are avoiding physical mixing and cross-pollination. And in case of cross-pollination, you are preventing pollination from unwanted pollen. Here I have shown you a figure that how you are doing the pollination. So minimum distance to avoid self-pollination and cross-pollination is known as isolation distance. Now, what are the types of the isolation? The first is spatial isolation, temporal isolation, and physical barrier. In spatial isolation, what you are doing? You are creating some distance in the space. For example, the spatial separation required between a seed field and the other source of genetic and mechanical contamination, especially between the varieties of the cross-pollination. Here you can see that what you are doing, you are growing some small crops here, then higher crops, then higher crops. So what you are doing, you are preventing by creating the isolation with the help of the height of this crop. In temporal isolation, what you are doing? For example, in this field, you have grown some crops. There are two fields. This is one field, this is two field. Here you are growing some crops. Let us consider we are growing paddy crops for seeds production. And this is the second field. When you are growing this paddy seeds here, then there should be a gap between this field and this field of 15 to 20 days. What you are doing by doing this process? You are preventing entry of foreign pollens in the fields of seed production. So simple 10 to 15 days of difference between the two fields for seeds production. This is called temporal isolation. What is the physical barrier? Here you can see the figures. So you are growing some higher crops and doing the fencing of this crop. So you are doing fencing of this crop by growing this higher crop. What you are doing, you are giving some physical barrier, and this, with the help of this physical barrier, you are preventing entry of foreign pollens in the fields of seed production. So this is physical barrier. The last one is physical isolation. In this crop, you are putting paper bags or a polythene bag. You are covering this crop. So what you are doing? You are avoiding physical contamination, or you are preventing pollination process or foreign pollination process. For example, you have grown some crops, and with the help of word and some pollination agent, you are finding some foreign pollens in this crop. So what will happen? The genetic impurity of this crop will change, and so the produced seeds will be genetically modified. So this physical isolation is also a practice which is used for preventing, used for giving isolation to the crops. Now, what are the factors affecting isolations? The pollination behavior of the crop, pollinating agent, pollen trails, white pollinators, designated disease, types of seed production, class of the seeds. So these are the factors which which affect the minimum isolation distance. There are some minimum isolation distance given in meter, particularly for foundation and certified seeds. So self-pollinated crops like rice, wheat, barley, oats have minimum isolation distance of 3 meters. One thing you can learn here is from that the crops which are self-pollinated and the crops which are cross-pollinated. So the self-pollinated crops have minimum of isolation distance like here. But the crops which are cross-pollination type, they have maximum isolation distance. Just like in case of onion, you are maintaining 1000 meter, that is equal to 1 kilometer. In hybrid per millets, it is 1000, and this is for foundation seeds and this is for certified seeds. So in this figure, you can say that cucurbits have minimum distance in case of minimum isolation distance in case of foundation seed is 1000, and same is for the certified seeds. And groundnut, soybean, rice, wheat, barley, oats have minimum distance of 3. So if you get objective questions in your exam that which crops have minimum isolation distance for seeds production, you can go for rice, wheat, barley, oats, and this groundnut and soybean. And onion, tomato is not tomato, onion, cucurbits, okra, these types of crops have more minimum isolation distance as compared to this rice, wheat, barley and oats. So this was all for minimum isolation distance. I think I have cleared your concept. Now, what is a viability test? Seeds of plant. Viability is the measure of how many seeds or much plant material in a lot are alive could develop into a plant that will be reproduced under appropriate condition, field condition. Do not remember this definition. I will clear your concept. Here you have produced some seeds like this. You have produced some seeds. You have stored these seeds somewhere in your house, in warehouse and anywhere as per the requirement. So what types of seeds are viable for reproduction or for seeds production? How will you get it? So there are some tests which we will discuss in our slides. So viability means what types of seeds are ready for the reproduction. You have to identify these seeds. So there are some tests like you can use tetrazolium chloride test. So it is also known as the biological test. Sometimes you can have a question in your exam that what types of tests for seed development, for viability test for seeds is known as the biological test, definitely you will go for the tetrazolium chloride test. In this test, what seed production producers do, they soak the seeds in 0.5 to 2% solution of 2,3,5 triphenyl tetrazolium chloride. Then what will happen? The viable seeds take a bright red coloration, and the color becomes more intense in the embryo. So by soaking the seeds in this 2,3,5 triphenyl tetrazolium chloride, if you are getting red color, then the seeds are viable and ready for the reproduction. It is the quickest method of viability test. Under this Grodek test, what we are doing? Grodek is a seed germination indicator. It is a brand name of triphenyl tetrazolium bromide in powder form. So, second test, electrical content test. Actually, what is happening? There are some seeds, and this is a water. If you are flowing the electric current from this pot or system, then what will happen? If the increase in conductance is roughly proportional to the percentage of the dead tissue. So if you are getting increased electrical conductance at this end, so it means there are more dead seeds in this lot, in this storage. What happened? Actually, the increase in the conductivity is due to the leaching of the metabolite from the dead seeds. If the seeds are dead, then leaching of metabolites from these seeds will increase the conductance of electricity. And what will it indicate? It indicates the seeds are dead. Some more methods are here. Potassium permanganate method. It is a qualitative test to find out whether seeds are viable. Actually, increase in the proportion of the dead seed increase the discoloration of the solution, since leaching from the living cells is very less. What is the meaning? Increase in the proportion of the dead seeds increase the discoloration of the solution, since leaching from the living cells is very less. Nothing to remember. If the seeds are dead, then you will get the discoloration while you will soak your seeds in potassium permanganate. So these are some tests which I have discussed with you. So now, what is the meaning of the genetic purity and seeds index and test weight? We will see in very quickly. Actually, genetic purity is required. What is the meaning of genetic purity? If you are getting the genetic material in a seeds in 100% form for the seeds, other varieties of same crop, and if the crop is from the other crop species, then some 0.1% of deviation is agree for this genetic purity. For the same crop, you should have 100%, and for the seeds which you are getting from the other crops, there should be an error of 0.1% should be considered. Now, what is the seed index? What is the test weight? The seed index and test weights look similar, but the difference is that there are the seeds like boll seeds like maize. They are higher in size, and the small seeds like rice. So for the higher seeds, you are using seed index, and seed index is equal to the weight of the 100 seeds. And what is the test weight? If you are weighting the 1000 seeds, then it is known as the test weight. So there are some in this figure you can have some test weight. This is for 1000. The paddy is for 19.18, sorghum 31, tobacco 0.91. So remember this data. Actually, in case of wheat, this is the maximum, and for tobacco it is the minimum. Same for this seed index for 100 seed weights. Here you can see that tobacco minimum, and you can have this groundnut have 2200 200 to 250 gram, and chickpea Kabuli is 260 to 450 gram. So these are some test weights for 1000 and 100, and in my previous slide I have shown you for 1000 seeds. Now the seed dormancy. This is very important concept. Actually, dormant. What is a dormant? Dormant means not active or growing. I think you all have heard about the dormant volcano. Volcano dormant means not active from the many years. So what is the meaning of dormant? Dormant is growing, not active or growing, but able to become active later. What is the meaning of it? Right now he is not active, but it can be active later. So if we take this concept in terms of seeds, what will happen? During the development cycle of the plant, at some phase, certain structure like bud, tuber, seeds go through a period of temporary suspension of growth activity or slow down for a period of time or deep sleep. Such a state is called dormancy. Simply, you have some buds on your plant, you have tubers, and you have some seeds like this. So a stage will come where the growth of this tuber bud seeds will not happen. This stage of seed is known as the seed dormancy. Why this happened? Seed dormancy. Why the seed dormancy happen in seeds? It shows this minimize the metabolic activity, therefore helps an organism to conserve energy. For example, if you have a seeds, then it is not growing, then it means it is dormant and it is conserving some energy for being active in future. Now, there are some definitions given by the Waring in 1969. He defined dormancy as any phase in the life cycle of a plant in which active growth is temporarily suspended. Okay. Seed dormancy, it is the incapacity of fully developed mature viable seed to germinate even under favorable conditions. What will happen in this case? The completed dry ripe seeds in a psychological inactive and said to be in a resting stage. So these types of seeds are called dormant and the phenomena is called dormancy. Okay, here's the figure. You can see the dormancy stage. Now, what are the methods to break this seed dormancy? There are some methods which I will discuss with you. The first is softening seed coat and other seeds covering. Actually, what happened in the seed dormancy? The seed becomes hard. So what is the purpose of these methods of breaking seeds? You have to remove this hardness. So what you can do? You can do softening seeds coat and other seeds. What will happen? Then if you soften the seeds, then it will better absorption of water and gases. For softening seed, there is a method of scarification. In this scarification process, the process of breaking, scratching, mechanically altering or softening the seed covering to make it permeable to water and gases. There are two methods. Acid, you can dip this seeds in sulfuric acid, concentrated sulfuric acid H2SO4 or HCl in the ratio of 1:2. Means if this is a container, then the container should be filled with acid here and the seed should be filled in this area. Means half the seeds and the 1 part of the just sulfuric acid. In hot water scarification, 4 to 5 times their drop the seeds into 4 to 5 times their volume of hot water with temperature ranging from 17 to 100 degrees centigrade. So this is also the method. Stratification, actually what is the meaning of stratification? Remember the one word, the most moist chilling. Actually in stratification, the seeds are subjected to a period of chilling to after ripen the embryo in alternate layer of sand or soil for a specific period. So it is known as the moist chilling. What you are doing? You are chilling the seeds. There are some methods. Treatment with chemical thiourea is also used to stimulate germination in some kinds of dormant seeds. What happened? Seeds are soaked in 0.5 to 3% solution of the thiourea for 3 minutes. Then what you are doing? You are chemically treating these seeds. Afterwards, seeds are rinsed with water and sown in the field. Similarly, you can use potassium nitrate, sodium hypochlorite for seed germination. There are some other methods. Hormonal treatment. Sometimes use GA3, which is used commercially for breaking seed dormancy in different type of the seeds. And cytokinin is another group of hormone used for breaking psychological dormancy and stimulating germination. Quintain and BA 6-benzyl aminopurine are commercially preparation of cytokinin used for breaking seed dormancy. So what will happen? Seeds are soaked in 100 parts per million solution of K18 for 3 to 5 minutes is highly effective concentration for overcoming seed dormancy. So these are some methods we can use for hormonal treatment. So friends, this is all from my side. I have given you 4 to 5 concepts related to seed technology. In my next video, now the seeds development and seeds process I have covered. I will come up with the another video related to your syllabus. So thank you and happy learning. पढ़ते रहिए, मेहनत करते रहिए.